Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we will be seeing the benefit of editing a photo or doing some photo manipulation in 16 bits per channel. So what is it? Let's first understand it with the example. So to understand it, let's do some extreme adjustments. I will do it using curves. You can do it with any adjustment layer of your choice. Let's decrease the output value to 4 or something like that. Let's take it, let's say 5. Then we will take the curves again and we will just invert it. We took the output 4 or 5, now we will take the input 5. See, we reverse the curve, but we see lot of banding in the image. The image is totally spoiled here. So this is happening because we are editing in the 8 bits per channel. As soon as we change the mode, for changing the mode we will head over to image, mode, and we will change it to 16 bits per channel. See the magic. All the banding gets removed. Now if you play with the curves, you will see that it just gets darker or lighter. There is no banding in the image. The picture does not look horrible even after editing. But now you will tell that what I am speaking, the image is spoiled. Actually it is a Photoshop glitch that it shows banding at a zoomed out position, but when you zoom into the image is okay, or there is no banding. If you export the image or save it as a JPEG or PNG anything, the image will have no bandings. So our main topic was that whenever we do some extreme adjustments in photo manipulation or photo editing, we should always use 16 bits per channel. But as I always say, the concept is much more important than the process. So from here, we move over to the next part of the video where I will be explaining the concept that why does this happen. Why there is banding in 8-bit and why there is no banding in 16-bit, and why is it better for editing, for photo manipulation and extreme adjustments. For that, we have two color gradients here. One is in 8-bit, the other is in 16-bit, and we also have the luminance values for those colors. In this we can see that the 8-bit color gradient is in the form of banding, whereas the 16-bit color gradient is completely smooth. So why it is smooth and why it is in banding? For that we have another concept, that while working in 8 bits we have 256 values per channel. How 256? 8 bits. Bit can be in either 0 or 1 according to the binary logic. So there can be two possibilities for 8 bit. So 2 to the power 8 equals to 256 values per channel. It is 8 bits per channel, not per pixel. For confirmation, you can see here mode, and it is 8 bits per channel, 16 bits per channel. So we have 256 values per channel. So in total we have 256 into 256 into 256 colors. That is, in 8 bits, Photoshop can display us 16 million colors. Whereas while editing in 16 bits with the same logic, we get 65536 values per channel. I have not written here channel because there was no space here, but it is 65536 values per channel. That is 281 trillion color values. So while editing in 16 bits, you can see 281 trillion colors. So there are trillion more colors in 16 bit. That's why the color gradient looks smooth to us. But there is a very less known concept that Photoshop 16-bit is not actually 16-bit. It is 2 to the power 15 plus 1 bit. That are 32769 values per channel. That is almost equal to 35 trillion values. And this is not my self-made thought. I can prove it to you by the info panel. For that, we can go to window and then click on info. The info panel opens here. Let me make it larger for you. Here, when we change the eyedropper, you can click on this eyedropper to change its mode. You can see that there are 32768 values. See 32769, that is 32768 plus 1, that is for the 0 bit, that is 327689 values per channel in 16 bit. That is Photoshop 16 bit is actually 15 bits plus 1 bit. It is not a true 16 bit. That is 35 trillion colors. So is Photoshop cheating us? I would say that yes, to some extent, but it doesn't matter. You know why? Let me show it to you. Here I have an image from Wikipedia which says a human eye can distinguish about 10 million different colors, let alone the 35 trillion colors, and then comes the 281 trillion colors. That means that the colors of 15 bits of Photoshop are not visible to us, let alone the 281 trillion colors of true 16 bits. So even if Photoshop does not provide us true 16 bits, it does not matter to us because we are not able to distinguish between any more color than 10 million colors. And you know what? That the color which I have in the background, that is this yellow color, it is actually a gradient, and there are 128 different shades between these two points. You think I am joking? Actually no. See, I have 2 points set up for the 2 endpoints of the gradient. The eyedropper is set to 16 bit. One of them says 32639 and the other says 32767. That is 129 different shades, not even 128. There are 129 different shades between these two colors. But can you distinguish between them? No, because this color difference is so less that our eye cannot make it out. That's why the true 16-bit does not matter here. The fun part here is that Photoshop does not even allow us to select between those 129 values. You know why? Because even if the color mode is set to 16 bits per channel, you can see it here. When you open the color picker, you can see that Photoshop does not allow us to enter any number above 255. That means even though Photoshop can manipulate between 32,000 colors, it does not allow us to select a lot of colors. It has been done to make the workflow easier because, as I said, we are not able to see any more color than 10 million colors. Even all the colors of Photoshop's 8-bit are not visible to us. It has 6 million more colors than our human eye can see. If you paint with a blue that is 00255 and if you paint here with a value of 00253, if you check it with the eyedropper tool, you will see that one of the blue is in the range 32768 and the other blue is at 32511. Photoshop will not allow us to select in between those values. Means you cannot select the values between the blue 254 and the blue 255. But Photoshop can do the math between those values. That means you cannot select 128 values between each colors or the 128 shades between each colors. But while manipulating, if the numbers are found to be in between those colors, Photoshop will display them. That's why even though you cannot select more than 256 values per channel here, the gradient or the colors in 16 bits per channel is smoother than 8 bits per channel. In short, if you want to understand it, it goes in this way that you cannot select any more colors than 8 bit because the color picker does not allow us, but Photoshop can show us colors in 16 bits. If we leave all these concepts away, the main point of this tutorial is this, that whenever we edit in Photoshop, we should always use 16 bits. The correct process is, before editing, change the mode to 16 bits, do some adjustments of your choice, When you have completed your editing, you can see that still there is banding, but when you zoom into the image, there will be no banding. After this, save the file once. When the mode is in 16-bit, you can see 16-bit here. Save it once as 16-bit. Then select all the layers and press Ctrl E, that is merge all the layers, and then you can change the mode back to 8 bits and you can use it anywhere you like, because most of the places supports 8 bits per channel, and if you upload a 16 bits per channel image there, your image will have a lot of banding due to the compression. So do that compression in Photoshop, merge all the layers and change the mode to 8 bits per channel. You always have a backup copy for that 16 bits. You can come back, you can edit it, and you can again merge them and save it again. It is a little bit of a destructive editing. The results which you will obtain will be mind blowing. At the end, there is a pro tip for you like every other video, and that tip is that whenever you are editing in Photoshop, your most of the works will be possible in 8 bits per channel. But if you have to do some extreme adjustments like extreme photo manipulation, then only use the 16 bits per channel mode. Otherwise, the 8 bits is enough for you to edit the photos in Photoshop. So that's it for the tutorial. Thanks for watching and good night.